Hello, I'm Mimi. I'm an artist who used to feel insecure and totally lost with my art, but now I'm a published children's book illustrator working for myself full time. Having confidence in my art was a struggle for a really long time, but improving that confidence is what's helped me get to where I am today. So in this video, I'm sharing with you 5 tips for growing your confidence as an artist, and hey, who knows where it could take your art career. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, but more on that later. So the first thing that's really important is avoid comparing yourself to other artists. This is crucial for feeling more confident because comparison can be so deflating. I used to compare myself to other artists all the time and think to myself, I wish I could draw like them, and then I wouldn't do anything about it because I felt unmotivated and uninspired, as if for some reason them being good at their art meant that it was too late for me. The thing is, you don't know how many hours that artist has spent getting to the point where they can create that art. So you're comparing where you're at on your art journey with where they're at on a completely different journey. Once I accepted that everyone is at a different point of their own creative path and the only one that is relevant to my art is my own, I found it much easier to avoid comparing my art to someone else's. Now I can look at an amazing piece of art and think, I'd like to be able to create something like that in the future. I wonder where I need to go from here to head in that direction. I can take my creative journey wherever I want. So there's nothing to say that I can't create art like that artist that I'm admiring, but I can't expect myself to get there overnight just because they're already there. The next thing that really helped me with my confidence is to embrace the bad art. I used to have an expectation and pressure on myself to create something amazing every time that I drew, because I thought that if I drew something bad and someone else saw it, they would think, oh, I thought she could draw, but she can't. And I think that really held me back because I just wouldn't take any chances. It wasn't until I gave myself the permission to make art that might not be very good that I actually started making art every day and really enjoying the process. Suddenly, I wasn't burdened with the fear of bad art because trying things is essential to growth. So how could I expect myself to get good at something when I wasn't allowing myself to be awkward at it at first as part of the learning process? Through embracing the imperfections of the creative process and allowing room for mistakes, it'll give you confidence in what you do like because you'll be able to discover new things. Your creative journey is not a one-way express ticket to being good at all things art. It's a long, winding road where you pick up different skills along the way, depending on what you choose to focus your time on. You can be excellent in anything that you choose to learn and practice, but you can't expect yourself to have miraculously taken a shortcut overnight just because you want to be great at something right now. You're exactly where you're meant to be on your journey, and if your art skills aren't where you would ultimately like them to end up, that's not because you aren't good, it's because you're still learning and you might just not be there yet. If you're looking for some guidance with learning new art skills, then I want to take the opportunity to share with you today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. They're an online learning platform with so many amazing classes for creatives like us that can be a huge help whether you're a beginner or just looking to brush up on a few things. I was just watching this lovely class by Onma Win called Transition into Illustration, Breaking into the Industry, where she talks us through both the business and creative side of having a career in illustration, and I love that her focus is on transitioning over time rather than suddenly being successful overnight, so I definitely recommend checking out this class. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get an entire 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can watch this class and so many others. And to help you get the maximum benefit from your free trial, I've personally curated a list of classes that I've watched and think are really helpful. If you're wanting to create more art, I thought that these classes are really great to help you with that through different mediums or challenges. If you're wanting to learn digital art skills, then these classes are a great place to start. And if you're wanting to build your art income, then I thought that these classes had some really great foundations. Thanks so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. So another tip to boost your art confidence is to surround yourself with an encouraging community. We're all influenced by our environment, and that includes the people around us. Being around people who are also creatives and enjoy making art will help give you some encouragement for yourself, because when other people value the same things as us, it gives us confidence and validation that it is a worthwhile thing to spend our time on. If you mostly have people in your life who think that art is a waste of time, then of course you're not going to feel good about spending your time on it. So if this is the case for you, then see if you can make yourself a little community of artists online or in real life to help lift you up and remind you that art is valuable. If you want to make art friends online, then this is a good time to follow the advice of our school teachers and treat others the way that you want to be treated. So if you want to be encouraged, you could start by being encouraging to others. Go out there on social media and comment on art by other accounts and tell them things that you like about it. And after a while, you'll start getting people noticing you and commenting on your art and telling you what they like. If you prefer the real world, you can find a local art group or class and meet up with fellow artists to encourage each other and create together. Along with having encouragement from others, you can be your own cheer squad. We can't always control the external voices and opinions that come our way, but we can control our internal voice and how we speak to ourselves. Speak to yourself like you would a friend and be mindful of negative self-talk. We become what we tell ourselves because thoughts become feelings and feelings become actions. If I tell myself that I'm not creative and that I can't draw people because they're too hard, then I'm going to believe that and I'm going to feel like I can't do those things and I'm going to act like I can't do those things. But if instead I can change my narrative and tell myself that I am creative because I do have interesting ideas all the time and that I can learn how to draw people even though they're hard, then I pivot from someone who can't do those things to someone who can or can learn. You are smart, you are creative, and you can learn how to do anything. So celebrate that and be your own cheer squad. When you finish creating your art, try to spend some time admiring what you like about it. It's okay if it's not perfect, and it's okay to make notes on what you'd like to do differently next time, but make sure you also celebrate what worked and what you enjoyed about creating it. Be kind to yourself, because why would you be anything else? And lastly, remind yourself that your art doesn't have to be for everyone. Your art style is yours, and it does not have to be liked by everyone else for you to enjoy it. We are all different and have different tastes, and that's a great thing. Have you ever walked through an art gallery and thought, how on earth did some of these paintings end up in here? Or maybe you went and saw the Mona Lisa and wondered what all the fuss was about. You won't flip through a book of the world's most celebrated artists and enjoy every single piece of art in there, and you don't need to. Humans are varied and diverse, and we shouldn't all like the same thing. And the same goes for liking your art, for liking my art, or for liking Banksy's art. Once you can embrace the fact that your art is never going to be for everyone, then you can just enjoy making it for all the value that it brings to your life, and also have confidence in sharing it with a community of people who do like it. So these 5 things helped me become more confident in my art and set me on a journey to become a published illustrator working for myself full-time. And I hope they can give you confidence in your own art as well. Also, if you'd like some additional help on your creative journey, then consider joining my community over on Patreon, where you can get access to my drawing tutorials, monthly illustration club, and lots of other goodies that I share each and every month. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then I'd love it if you could give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already for more art videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!